Welcome back, seniors. I hope yesterday wasn't too brutal on you, but we made it, right? Hopefully, you found any SAT prep that you did helpful, and I hope that it wasn't a complete waste of your time. And I really can't wait for you guys to get your score back and tell me what I could have done to help improve that situation. I know we kind of crammed a lot, but I mean that's the best that we could do this year. However, we are going to transition into like content now, which is pretty great. Today, we are just going to get started with looking into various careers. All right. Now that you are just a few months away from stepping out into that big, scary world of ours, we should kind of make a plan, right? I mean, that's what adults do, and you guys are basically adults. We need to make a plan for what we're going to do with our lives. And that's scary, and don't worry, it's subject to change, but we're going to do it and we're going to get through it together. We are going to start a project where I have you pick multiple careers, and we will also be mapping out our cost of living that for a hypothetical cost of living for the lifestyle that we'll want to lead. And then at the end you will write me a paper that analyzes your cost of living compared to the career that you ideally would choose, and why the career out of the two that you select is the most ideal to give you the lifestyle you want to live. If that's a little confusing at this point, don't worry, we'll flush out the details later. Today, we are just going to get started with a little bit of research. Don't worry, this is not going to be too intense. I know you're probably still super tired and exhausted from yesterday's work, and I'm so proud of you for putting the effort in. But today, we do need to get going. We can't lose too much time. On Classroom, you're going to find a document of prep work for planning out what we're going to be doing later. You will get a formal sheet. It's kind of like a draft that we'll fill out. It's kind of like a worksheet, really, that we will fill out with PDF element. We'll be able to type right on it. It'll be great. But for now, what I'm going to have you do is on Classroom, there is an announcement that you're going to see, and I want you, pardon me, I want you to respond with 5 possible careers that you have been thinking about in your life. If you can't think of 5, that's okay. Just do your best. Try throw ones that are similar maybe to the 2 or 3 that you have considered, or just throw a few out there that you're like, this sounds fun, but I don't know if it's feasible. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find your way over to the career unit in Classroom, and there's going to be a single post there and a document for you to work on directly. In that document, I'm going to have you narrow down your choices to 2 careers that you think you could dedicate your life to. And if that's maybe a little too broad, maybe dedicate your next 10 years to. And what you're going to do is you're basically just going to be investigating those. You're going to select at least one career that you need to go to a college or trade school for. If you're in my advanced class, you're going to pick 2 careers that you have to go to college or trade school for. And then you're going to pick one career that you can either go right into right as you graduate, or in other words, a workforce job, or you're going to pick a military path. For advanced kids, you are going to be, at the end of all this, looking into 3 different careers. For my general students, you're going to be looking into 2 general careers. All right? Once you have those narrowed down, there are a list of links that you can follow. That list of links is going to take you to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, some other career websites, and that's just where you're going to find information about possible careers, about job growth over the next projected amount of years, salary information, all sorts of things, all sorts of really great information. I have a small list of, I think, 3 questions that I want you to find information for, and then we're just going to kind of call that good. It's nothing too intense as we ease our way back into learning after our brains were probably fried after yesterday. I also want us to be looking at a very special link here in Maven that is going to take us to a bunch of data and statistics about job growth and what jobs look like in the US, using some statistics from 2016. I know that the job market has kind of fluctuated and changed a little bit in the past 4 years, but those statistics are, I believe, the most relevant that we have in an organized set uh, to date. So I want you to look through that. I believe it's seven or so slides that have some good information for you. And your Maven question for today is answered on one of those graphs. I won't tell you which one. So I would like you to read through those. Go ahead, do that practice. Again, nothing too crazy, too intense, a little bit of reading today. You guys deserve a little bit of a break. I do want you to be aware that there will be a common usage quiz on Friday. It's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be intense. This is going to be our first real quiz that we've had so far. And you should have been practicing your common usage. Those common usage practice forms that are in Classroom will be open for you to take again. Well, at least they should be. If they don't, please let me know. It should allow multiple responses and submissions for those. Again, you're not really working on too much, so hopefully, you'll find some time over the next day or so to practice, and then that quiz link will be open for the full day on Friday. If you do not get to the quiz by the end of the school day, so 3 o'clock on Friday, you will have to email me, and then I will be able to get you a link thereafter for that. That'll be open. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. Again, I'm super proud of you guys. I'm sure you all tried your very best on the SAT. I really hope you did your best, and I really hope it turns out well for you. We're going to head on over to our standards, and I'll see you again soon. The I CAN statements and standards for today are I CAN, gather information from multiple relevant sources, and Writing Standard 7, conduct short and sustained research projects.